the weather this time of year in the South? Perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Atlanta Falcons. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down at Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. And right side, Henry's got it. Breaks the tackle. Now an alley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed it, it would have been a long night.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down, Broncos.
Stafford now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A huge play there for Denver. 47 yards.
They're moving the ball through the air pretty well on this opening drive, and to me it was evident that they were set on doing exactly that here to get this game started. And their belief and determination is certainly paying off.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch. Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Balazs. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back. I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win. So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble. And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. A throw over the middle, taken in. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16. 23 yards the pickup there. But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. This one out quickly to Watkins. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Quez Watkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
7. Broncos 3. Zerline set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Derrick Henry. And some room to roam now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
With the score, Falcons 7. Broncos 3.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the air now with Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force. Bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Chin on the coverage.
Here's Stafford. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Heineke. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up.
They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They run it with Minaj. B.J. Goodson there on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A gain of 13. It's a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
That's out to the left flat and complete. 20! And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. But I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It'll go as a loss on the play, not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the Broncos' 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
Taken from about the 12. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
And 15.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Now Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Fielded at about the 28. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Looking to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's
on 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run here with Balaj. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down at the 40.
It's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones.
That's good for a Falcons first down. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard
So
line.
a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw here. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
This is caught. Watkins. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Quez Watkins. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
Makes the score Falcons 17. Broncos 3. Zerline set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the 1st touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. A quick pass out to Aguilar. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
To Nelson Aguilar. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Denver.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A 7-yard pickup.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Again, it's Stafford. And that's caught by Smith. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
2nd and 9 now. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Let's go now. Nike, 18. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. K.J. Wright, the one who shot in there to get him down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Stafford, they set up the screen for Henry. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Stafford. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it at the 42. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Balaj. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
He's across.
He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. It's caught. Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And the lead is up to 14.
Is good. Makes the score Falcons 24, Broncos 10.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
someone
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores, want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry. Hey, 59!
A shotgun snap for Stafford. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 13, it's a first down. Throwing again at Stafford. Over the middle to Smith. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
First down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Stafford on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
The open man is Smith. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the red zone now, Stafford. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they're able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Back to the air, Stafford on 2nd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and that'll make it 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Stafford. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Ezekiel Ansah in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Here we go on fourth. Stafford. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. Caught on the right side by Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
At the 25-yard line.
On first down, it's Harris. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Falcons, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Denver, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.